Hey, hey, guys! What is up? Happy Tuesday evening. Ruth, come say hello. Your public awaits. Where's that? Ruth, come back. There she is. Yes, ma'am. High fives. Yes, good girl. All right, guys, so I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time because I would really like to get through this workout 3 times, and it is 59 minutes, so we've got to knock it right out to get going. So today we are doing all upper body. So we took a break from the upper body in our last workout because we are going to nail it today. So what you're going to need is just your full weight selection, light, medium, heavy. If you got some in-betweens, bring that too, because we are doing all different types of upper body, which means you're going to need a pretty good range of weight. So if you got it, flaunt it, bring it, we need it. And then you're going to need your yoga mat, your floor support. The only other thing you need, and I forgot to include it in our write-up of the workout, was if you have it, you need a chair or a step, countertop, something to do some dips on. So I left that out, my bad, but I discovered it just now as we were getting all of our stuff set up. So that's what you're going to need today. Again, trying to keep it super quick. We're doing a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 workout. For those of you who haven't done that with me before, that means we're going to do 5 minutes of exercise, take a break, 4 minutes, break, 3, break, 2, break, 1. And we'll do 5, it's all 1 minute. So we do 5 exercises in the 5-minute segment, 4 exercises in the 4-minute segment, so on, so on, so on. So that's what we're working. It's going to be all with a timer, so I'm going to have my timer running down here. It's going to give us the bells and whistles when we need to stop, when we need to go, all that good stuff. So it's going to keep up for us. Super helpful, especially when you've had a busy day and your brain just needs to check out. Totally need that today. Let the timer do the work for you. And let's see, like I said, we're going to move super quick to get through all 3 and not keep us too late tonight. Modify anything as needed. If you have upper body issues, they start squawking at you, modify. If you need to omit an exercise and do something else instead, that totally works too. I'm not there to coach you live, but I will check in as much as I can on the video to answer any questions if you have any questions for me as we go along. And just, I guess the last couple things is always encourage you to share these workouts, share my page, subscribe on YouTube, all of those great things that get people interested and involved with what we're doing here in this awesome little community that we've built. And lastly, if you do wish to donate any funds for these workouts, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you will find me. All right, guys. Well, looks like she's just checked in. She's ready to work. All right, I'm going to get a high five, and then we're going to get to work. All right, Ruth, one more high five. Yes, ma'am. Good job. What, you want one more? Oh, good work. Okay, go on inside. All right, guys, so we are going to get started with our 5 minutes. So just, as always, when we do a circuit or a timed workout, just don't get flustered that it might take you a second to pick up what we're doing. It always happens that way because we just don't have the time to stop and show you in advance. So don't sweat it. Just have all your weights close by. Be ready to get moving. I don't think I threw anything in here that would be a new exercise, so there won't be a big learning curve. It's all pretty straightforward. Okay? All right, I know that's a lot faster than I normally move. I got started late, got a whole bunch of things against us. We're gonna get it done, all right? Okay, so go ahead. We're gonna start, just so you know what number 1 is, in a reverse fly. So reverse fly, that's where we have our weights here, shoulders back and down, a little bit in those elbows, and we're squeezing between our shoulder blades. So we are doing all upper body, so you might need to go a little lighter than normal on some of your weights, just so you can keep some stamina to get through the whole workout. Judge it as you go. I'm not telling you have to, just something to keep in mind. All right, guys, so we're going to start with that reverse fly. Get your weights. I'm going to bend over, hit this timer. When I say go, you get to work because there's no little bell for the start of the workout. All right, so let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Let's get to work. So we got our reverse fly. So again, we're here, shoulders back and down, and we're opening, squeezing between those shoulder blades. This is your first movement of the day. If you have not had the opportunity to stretch, get those shoulders warmed up, then I definitely recommend sort of starting on the lighter end just to get yourself moving, grooving, waking up. Been fighting some shoulder issues myself, so on some of these that are really involving shoulders, I'm going to go a little lighter just to make sure it doesn't get any angrier than it already is. Woo. We got 10 seconds, guys, 10 seconds. There we go. So now we're going to come down to the floor. Our next 3 are in the floor. We're going to do a kneeling single arm row, left side. So we just did these recently in our back body workout. So we come down to one knee, shoulders roll back, and we pull that weight, scraping right past that rib cage. Squeezing through those back muscles, keeping that shoulder away from our ear. Remember, it's not a shrug, so we're not doing this. Lead with that elbow, pull it back. It's been a crazy day. Finally getting to look around at my beautiful set that my husband puts together for us every week. All sorts of new things. He finds stuff all over the house that fits our theme. All right, let's drop it down to the floor. And again, we're going right to it. There's no breaks, guys. We've got our dumbbell pullover. So we come down to the floor. We have our heavy weight over our chest. We drop it back, pull it forward. So I want you to think, again, back muscles here. So try not to pull through your arms and your shoulders. Use those awesome muscles through your back. You feel them stretch when you go overhead, and that's where you squeeze to pull it back. So just so you know where we're going next, we're going to come back up to our knee, and we're going to do the right kneeling row. So the same move we were just doing, just with our right hand instead. Boom, perfect. Bring it up. Transition right over into that kneel. Here we go. Yes, we have transitioned our Halloween tree into our fall tree over here. So pumpkins and leaves and gourds and pine cones. So guys, where we're going next after this is a rear delt fly. So you're going to want your light weights for this. So in case you haven't noticed, our first 5-minute segment is working on the back part of our upper body. So our rear delts, our lats. Boom. All right, last minute of work. Grab those light weights. And this is the one where we want to bend over fully. Hands out to the front. And squeeze behind to open. So we're working the upper part of the backs of those shoulders. So when we do the reverse fly, that was our first exercise. That's down in the lower part of our shoulders. This exercise is working up towards the top. See what I was saying about needing all those weights today? Upper body is one of those where you just jump all over the place. All right, we got 1 minute. 1 minute break. So what we need, weights. This is where you need your chair or your step. We're going to do tricep dips. So this segment is going to be biceps and triceps, this segment. So the first segment was back body, back upper body. This segment's going to be biceps, triceps. Next segment, shoulders. Next segment's chest. And then the last is kind of a full body experience. So I'm going to bring my chair into play here for our tricep dips. So we're going to start with a hammer curl. So hammer curls facing forward here. We've got 10 seconds, so go ahead and get yourself ready. Here we go. All right. So hammer curl here. So we've got shoulders back and down. We've got our elbows locked into our sides. And what that's really about is just making sure that you're not swinging your weights or that you're bringing your elbows up like this. Just engaging, squeezing through those biceps. From here, we're going to go to our overhead tricep. So that's going to be one heavy weight is what you're going to do next. Really going to burn out those biceps and triceps in this 4-minute segment. 10 seconds. All right, grab that heavy weight. We're going overhead tricep extension. Whew. So I like to stagger my stance. Bring those elbows forward. We drop all the way to the bottom, up to the top. Make sure you're really getting a full extension, full contraction to the bottom, full extension to the top. A lot of times we sort of short arm these and just sort of work in the middle like this, which isn't necessarily wrong, but it's just more of a pulse. You're not really working on build in that muscle. You're fatiguing it for sure. The good work comes when you get that full contraction, full extension. Almost there. All right, drop that weight. Now we're going to our bicep curls traditional grip. So yes, another set of bicep curls. Roll those shoulders back. Now we curl here. I know. I know. Now what we're doing next is our tricep dips. I understand that for some of us, most of us, 1 minute of tricep dips is a lot. So pace yourself. If you need to take breaks in that minute, totally acceptable. Ooh, hello, biceps. All right, tricep dips. So we're on our chair, we're on our step. We come to the edge of our seat. We get our hands right underneath our shoulders on the edge of that seat. Really backing down, proud chest. Scoot our booty off. We dip down, lift up. So I want your back to literally be scraping up and down your chair. A lot of times what happens is we get way up here and then look at what my shoulder's doing. No good. You want those shoulders tall. Check the time for you. We got 10 seconds. Woo. Oh man. Ah. All right guys, so the break is a little bit shorter. We have 45 seconds here. I'm gonna move the chair out of the way. All right, so we're at 30 seconds now. So we've got our 3 minutes of shoulder work. We're gonna do overhead press, a front raise, and a lateral raise. Overhead press will be on the heavier end, and the front raise, lateral raise will be on your lighter end. Overhead press. That's where I'm having a little bit of shoulder discomfort, so I'm going to go lighter than normal. Okay, overhead press, front raise, lateral raise is, always going to be on the lighter end. Here we go. All right. Overhead press, so we're here. Push up. Good job, guys. So I'm going to stop right about that shoulder height, or just below. Just want to make sure you're not dropping your elbows all the way down to your sides. Keeping those shoulders engaged. Seconds. Don't be surprised if you feel your triceps talking. They are accessory muscles in the bench press and the overhead press, and we just killed them in our previous set. Woo! All right, drop those down. We've got our front raise. So we're here, as always, shoulders back and down. Keep those shoulders back in the sockets. Lift to the front. So what I mean is a lot of us are like this naturally. I don't want you out here. Shoulders back. Leave them back. Lift to the front. Now stop right about shoulder height. Now that's really hard to do. We always feel like we're shoulder height, but we're usually much higher than that. I'm kind of using my shadow as a guide here. It's always good to work out in front of a mirror if you have that option, or just something that's reflective. So you can kind of check your own form. All right, we've got lateral raise now. So again, shoulders back and down. We want just the slightest bend in those elbows. Nothing dramatic like when we do a fly. Just not locked out. Lift to the side. Good job, guys. I'm definitely feeling everything in my upper body. And we want to stop about that shoulder height. I'm sure I'm not perfect. I have no reflective surface, no mirror. I'm just going by feel. Woo! Hello, shoulders. Our next segment, 2 minutes. We're going to be lying on the ground. So come on down. Just realized I need to shift some weights around. They are all up in my way. There we go. I think we're good. All right. Got 10 seconds left, so come on down to the floor. We're going to do a bench press and a chest fly. So 2 chest exercises back to back. Again, I'm going to go a little lighter, knowing that that's what we're doing. So bench press, down. Really get those shoulders plugged down into the floor. You want to land about chest level. Think like nipple line. That's where you want to end. Perfect. So now we're going to chest fly. So we rotate those weights, bring them back down over our chest, bend those elbows. We open up like we're giving a big hug, and then we squeeze to the middle. So as you're probably already feeling from our shoulder work and from our bench press, these lighter weights, if you went for lighter weights, might be feeling super duper heavy. Normally I do 15s. These 10s are more than enough for me today. Now our break after this segment will be really short. We've only done 2 minutes of work. All right, set those weights down. We've got 30 seconds. So our last exercise is going to be 1 minute. Pull and plank. I know. You can totally do it. We've been doing this a lot in our workouts lately, been challenging our planks. So you can totally do it. 1 minute, modify if you need it. Come in and out of modification if you need it. If you need to take a total break, just get back into it. 1 minute, constant work. All right, shoulders back and down. Step it back. If you're going to modify, I want you to hold plank, even if you can only hold it for a second, and then drop your knees straight down. That's your modification. Otherwise, meet me up top. Woo! Plank. Normally a 1 minute plank is pretty easy breezy for me, but my arms are so tired already. Wide fingers, guys. Push that floor away. Don't collapse into your shoulders. Stay strong. I know it's tough. We've got 15 seconds. Trust me, I am feeling it. Normally I never even have a shake in a 1 minute plank, and I am like vibrating. Woo! Nice, guys. All right, we have finished one trip through the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? So we've got a 2 minute break here, so we can really catch our breaths. I know this isn't really a breathy workout so much as it's just a fatiguing strength training workout. So some things you can do, you can adjust where your weights are. Obviously we probably have a ton of weights out, so make adjustments where you need to. Let's see here, I'll make some minor adjustments for myself. Of course, please get your water. If you realize that you didn't grab a set of weights you maybe should have, go do that. We've got 1 minute and 15. I'm gonna check on the video. I'll be right back. Vibrating, y'all. So we got 45 seconds. You still got plenty of time. Catch your breath. So as a reminder, we're going to that back body, part of our upper body workout. So we'll have the reverse fly, the kneeling row, pull over, other side kneeling row, and the delt fly. So that being said, I'm going to move my heavy weight back to a more accessible place for me. So we'll have 3 of those exercises will be down on the floor, and then the first and the last will be standing. All right, guys, it's almost that time. We've got 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and grab your weights and get loaded up. You know where you're working this time. You know what you're doing. So try to get started. Answer that bell right away. Chest up. Bend in those elbows. And be open. Squeeze in between those shoulder blades. You're trying to grab a pencil. You just saw funny marks on my shoulders. I got cupping done and muscle scraping about a week ago. Still have some residual bruises back there. Probably gonna do it again here very soon, so you'll see even more marks. I think I actually tried to cover them up a little bit last workout because they were crazy. Whew. 10 seconds. And we're coming down to the floor. Kneeling row. Left side. Let's come on down. Remember, dropping to your knee bothers you. Place a pillow, anything like that under your knee. You can also, if you have something that would double as a workout bench, or if you have a workout bench, you can use that so you don't have to kneel on the floor. If anything, kneeling is not an option for you, then you can just stand. I like the kneeling option because it really allows you to kind of steady and support your body and support your back instead of trying to support your back and pull a heavy weight. It lets you really just focus on that heavy weight. Leading with that elbow. It's not a shrug. All right, drop that weight down. And then we are going to our dumbbell pullover. So please, please just make sure, I don't have time to help you focus on it today, that you're being careful with these heavy weights as you transition from one exercise to the next. Extend that back, squeeze to pull it over. Guys, make sure you're breathing. All right, we got the other side for that row. I'm going to drop that weight off, roll myself back up, transition. Try to do it quickly, not lose too much of your work. Good job, guys. Lead with that elbow. Lat work is one of those great kind of silhouette builders. Aside from being great to support your back, it also really helps with that sort of hourglass shape if you're a lady, or that V shape if you're a man. Drop that weight. We come up. We've got that rear delt flat. So that's going to be our super lightweight. When you bend, you can actually bend all the way to 90 if you want. That's just not comfortable for my back. Squeeze, and again, through those shoulder blades, but it's going to be up higher. I'm going to say near your neck. Please know that doesn't mean in your neck. That just means up towards the top of those shoulder blades. Ten seconds. All right, that's our minute break. I'm starting to think I haven't used the 15s at all. Oh no, I'm using them for biceps. Never mind. All right, so we've got our bicep, tricep segment. I know. So go ahead, if you've taken your chair out of your space, if you want to move your dip chair back into your space. So we've got our hammer curls. We've got our overhead tricep. Our traditional grip, tricep dips. Yeah, I know. That's the beauty. I always say that I'm doing these workouts with you guys. So I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not willing to do, which I think is really important. Really, really important. So 10 seconds, and grab your bicep curl weight. right. Hammer it out. Let's go. Now another alternative, as we're drilling into these biceps, is if it gets too heavy, of course, you can drop your weight. But if that makes it too easy, you can also stay with your heavier weight and go to an alternating. So doing one at a time instead of doing both. So that's sort of a meet in the middle if your next weight down is way too light. Good work, guys. We're getting close. We're at just about 10 seconds right now. All right, drop those weights. And we've got our one heavy overhead tricep. Load that up. Bring those elbows forward. Remember, we want to drop it all the way down. Extend it all the way up. I know sometimes that pulling the elbows forward is more difficult than anything. A lot of us are much more comfortable splayed open. You know, when I first started working out, that was probably the hardest, one of the hardest things was like, how do you get your elbows there? Just gotta work on stretching, flexibility. You're under 10 seconds already, guys. All right, drop that weight over. And we've got our regular bicep curls now. Flip that grip. Liz work. Pull my inspiration from my Wonder Woman, She-Ra, and Jim shirt today. All of them are so cute with their little weights. Like, I don't know, I think those ladies could all curl a lot heavier weights than what's in their hands in that picture. Just saying. Almost there, guys. 10 seconds. Ooh, these tricep dips. Oh, they're gonna burn. All right, guys, tricep dips. Come to your chair. Set it up. Remember, shoulders backing down and push. Proud chest. Keep that back really close to your chair. Keep those shoulders open, chest open. There's a lot of moving parts here. We want to try everything we can to keep that work out of our shoulders, all in those triceps. We've got 10 seconds. Woo! All right, that's our break. Woo, wait. Move that chair out of your way if it's in your way. So we have got our shoulder set coming up next. So it's going to be the overhead press, the front raise, the lateral raise. Every time I wear my hair like this, I'm like, no, why don't I do that more? Just to change it up. And then I realize it's because I'm spending the whole day pulling it out of my armpits. Long hair problems. I didn't intend to let my hair get this long again, but you know, pandemic happened and here it is. It's normally about waist length, or right about there. About a year ago, I cut it all off, like up to my shoulders. And I decided I really liked it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it like this. I'm not going to keep this crazy long hair anymore. Then here comes March, here comes COVID, and here comes my hair. So if that's the worst problem I have during all of this, I will happily accept the long hair. Whew. How about you guys? I am shaking. Whew. Definitely didn't come into this workout feeling as strong as I have. Had a tough day. Whew. So I know that's part of it, for sure. Sometimes mentally tough days will take our toll physically too. Front raise, shoulders back, keep them in your sockets. Lift. Don't round shoulder lift. Lift. So yeah, sometimes days that are mentally tough will definitely take its physical toll on you as well. Certainly feel that happening today, but I think a good bit of it's just this workout's really tough too. That's all right. I've definitely talked about it with you guys before. Sometimes it's good just to let your body take over. Let your body do the work. Let your brain just kind of check on out. All right, guys, lateral raise. So we got just that little bit of bend in our elbows. Relax those shoulders down. Lift out to the side. So good. I know I've been preaching a lot, and Charlie's been preaching a lot about just the effects of physical fitness, movement, and exercise, and the positive effects it has on mental health. And I know so many of us struggle with mental health already on some level, and given the current circumstances, it's so much harder. So having this outlet for that energy, it's just such a great thing. Woo! Goodness, y'all. All right, we have got 25 seconds. So we've got our chest set that's going to be down on the floor. So we've got our bench press and our chest fly. Whew. All right. Go ahead, get myself ready. All right, guys, so we got our bench press. We're over our chest, shoulders locked and loaded. We come down, that nipple line, squeeze that chest up. So we feel our chest almost poof out at the bottom, and then we squeeze it together to the top. Poof out, squeeze up. By very technical terms, poof out, squeeze up. Lift those weights, face one another. We bend our elbows, get those weights back over our chest, and we open and close. Woo, feeling this one from rep 1. can start shimmy shaking from moment one. I feel like I'm shimmy shaking just sitting here doing nothing with my arms. So, woo, here comes our plank. Remember, I just want you to take the full minute. If that means that you go into modification, come back up. If that means that you stay in modification, if that means you rest completely and come back into it, all of those things, perfectly acceptable. I just want you to give 1 minute of your very best effort. So here we've got our hands nice and wide, pushing that floor away, not collapsing down into our shoulders. Got our gaze slightly out, core flat, pelvic floor engaged up and in, driving back through those heels. Breathing, breathing, breathing. We've got 10 seconds. Boom. All right, guys. Whew, you have made it through round 2. We've got one more round left. I think, let's see. Yeah, we're doing good on time. I think we're going to hit right about an hour from where we started with our work. So it's perfect. Everything's timing out just fine so far. So definitely be thinking about your weight selection one more time. This is our 3rd round. I'm feeling a ton of fatigue. Again, I know I didn't bring my best self into this workout. So, but I imagine I'm not alone in feeling that fatigue. So if you need to change up your weights, think about that. Whatever it is you need to do, get yourself ready. You've got 1 minute and 15 seconds. I will be right back. Ooh, let's give those arms a little pep talk. Have a little motivation from She-Ra and Wonder Woman. Do any of you guys have a favorite? Jem was definitely my favorite. I thought she was amazing. Her pink hair, she had the fringy belt and the light up earrings. Oh my gosh. Story for another day. But I got Jem banned from show and tell in my kindergarten class because that's all I ever did was bring Jem for show and tell. So there was a no more Jem rule. And Miss Russell's kindergarten class at Wessington Place Elementary. All right, guys, we have 7 seconds left. So grab those weights, get yourself ready. All right. Yeah, so I guess that's not a story for another day. That was pretty much the story. All right, we got those little bear hug arms, chest proud. We squeeze behind. Oh, I just thought she was so cool. I had a Jem lunchbox that I still have, my original Jem lunchbox. I was Jem for Halloween. And then the coolest story was I was in the cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show for a very long time. A little fun fact about me, and the voice of Jem was in town for a Comic-Con convention, and she came to the show, and she had met someone from the show at the convention, and that's who invited her, and he told her that he had the biggest Jem fan in the cast, and so he brought her, and I got to meet the voice of Jem. And I got to tell her my story of how I got Jem banned from kindergarten. All right, guys, left side, single arm row. Set yourself up. And again, it's okay to prop on this plant leg. You don't want to dump into it, even though that feels really good right now, probably. But you can put a little weight into it. Again, we're trying to stabilize our back so we can really focus on pulling that weight. So yes, I got to tell the voice of Jem. That was the biggest fan. And then I got Jem banned from my kindergarten. I wish at the time I knew I had the lunchbox. Well, I didn't know she was coming if I would have known that, but so she could have signed my lunchbox. But I didn't have it at the time. It was still at my parents' house. And I didn't know it even existed. Still, until I was there visiting and I was digging under the cabinets under the sink one day. All right. Yeah, I was digging in the cabinets under the sink and I was like, what is that? Very yellow. And then I had a minor fit because it was my gym lunchbox. Alright guys, go to work. I hope I have thoroughly distracted you and your tired arms for a few minutes at least. Roll that weight off. Transition up to our other knee. All right, let's go. This shirt always makes me laugh because it's like a glorified dish towel. As I'm sure you can tell, it's like a dish towel with seams at best. So it rolls up, it slides down, goes in all the wrong places. But it's too cool, so I wear it anyways. Ten seconds, guys. All right, bring it up. We've got those super lightweight rear delt flies. And then we will be done with that 5-minute segment for good. All right, so we bend. You do have the option to bend all the way over. Open up. Tension between those shoulder blades, just up higher than where we normally feel. This is a very isolated exercise. So those rear delts. All right, we got 1 minute. So we're going into that bicep tricep segment. So you need your chair again, and your bicep weights, and your one heavy overhead tricep. Now we go. All right. Well, I guess I'll take this brief break. Let's check the video one more time. Yay! Caroline loved him too. I mean, what was it that was just so cool about her? Man, I listed all those things. And it's funny because I would still think all those things were cool now. So I guess maybe that's it, right? We got 10 seconds. Hammer curl. And honestly, you know what? I don't even remember a ton about the show. I mean, I watched it like crazy. But like looking back at it, every episode would probably seem like something brand new to me nowadays. Just something about her as a character was so cool. And she was like in a rock band, right? I mean, God. So we have this hammer curls. If these get too heavy, you can drop, or you can go to alternating. Either way. Good work. We got 15 seconds. Hang tough. Beautiful. All right, set that down. We got our overhead triceps, our one heavy weight. Feels like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. All right, stagger stance, elbows forward. We drop. Also, watch your head with these. A lot of us feel like we're gonna bonk our head, so we kind of tuck our head under. It'll be fine. You're not gonna bonk your head. Keep your head nice and tall. Whew. Goodness me. Whew. All right, we have got bicep curls. All right, stack it up. Traditional grip. Whew. That first lift of that bicep curl, my body was like, no. No, we're not. Not in a pain way. It was just in a no way. That's a little mind over matter, for sure. Use that breath too. 10 seconds. All right, we got our tricep dips. Tricep dips on the chair. All right, make sure you get yourself set up, especially now, more than ever, because those triceps are so tired. Those arms are so tired. So, while form is always super important with this, I'm stressing it even more now. Proud chest, shoulders back. Elbows drop straight back. Back close to that bench. Almost there, guys. Keep going. One more. Ooh. Oh, I can't even get my butt back on the chair. All right, guys. You can get that chair out of your space. You don't need it anymore. All right, we got 30 seconds. So we've got our shoulders set, our chest set, plank, done. We are so close. All right, I'm gonna check the video real quick. We got 15 seconds of not back. Overhead press is where we're going next. All right, 5 seconds. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Go ahead, overhead press. All right. Man, oh man, I am glad I decided to drop my weights in the overhead press. Doing a workout like this is where you really see too how all of those parts, all of those muscles work together. So by working what I call accessory muscles, when you get into something like an overhead press, but you've already been working your triceps and your biceps, that overhead press suddenly feels so hard compared to normal. And that's because all of your accessory muscles are beat. So your muscles that are normally helping you to do these exercises aren't really being so helpful anymore. All right, roll the shoulders back, plug them into those sockets, move straight out. So again, we're not rolled, lifted here, we're back, keeping those shoulders back. If you have to stop every couple or every one and put those shoulders back, do it. It's not hurt a thing. Seconds, we're going to that lateral raise. Whew. All right, lateral raise. I know those shoulders are talking. You got this. A little bit in those elbows, shoulders down. Here in the home stretch, guys. After the end of this exercise, we have 3 minutes of work left. Rue's here to tell us, 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, I see you. She's gonna love it because the last 3 exercises are in the floor. That's her favorite. I'm on her turf. Woo. Whew. Awesome work, guys. All right, we got 2 minutes and then 1 minute. That is it. We will be done. Rosette, I'm gonna come join you down here. How's that sound? Does that sound cool? You like that? Are you going to say hi to your friends that are watching? All right, guys, we got 5 seconds. Go ahead, roll it back. All right, guys, bench press. Get those shoulders under, back on the mat. And up. Really pay attention to your form. As I those tricep dips, as your muscles start to get tired, form tends to break. Your body's trying to find the easiest way to do the movement. So just pay attention. Focus on what you know is right. Don't let your body talk you into anything weird. So we get that chest fly. So turn those weights in. Make sure they're over our chest, not our throat or our head. Open up. Close. Make sure you're keeping that bend in the elbows. Don't straighten those arms out. And then you've got a big beach ball, your arms are wrapped around, and then you're just letting it go, wrapping back around. Beautiful. Set that weight down, guys. We've got a short break, about 25 seconds, and then 1 minute plank, and we are done. Ooh, I am not looking forward to trying to wash my hair after this workout. I already tried to lift my arms up. They're like, no. We're staying down today. All right, guys, we got our plank, and we are done. set yourself up for success. Take a minute, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers wide, shoulders back and down. Step it back, step it back. This is where you drop to your knees if you need to modify. Otherwise, we're up tall, pushing that floor away. Send that energy down. You don't want to push so hard you start arching your back. Just think energy, pushing the floor down. Gaze slightly out in front of you, heels driving back, core up and in, not sucking in, just flat, pulling up. Push, push, push. You start shimmy shaking, you feel those arms wobbling. Don't give up. Don't take that as a sign you need to quit. Dig in. We are almost there. 5 seconds, guys. Yes, 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 guys. We did it. Guys, seriously. Super intense, super focused work. Different. We definitely took a departure. You know, we've been kind of working fast, hard and heavy, cardio. Taking it to a different level again today. Going back to that really intense, really focused workout, but still doing it at a good pace, doing it sort of a cardio pace with the short breaks, the long segments of work. So again, just another way we can keep exploring, keep trying different things with our bodies, and it's super important because you don't want your body to get bored. You don't want muscle memory. Muscle memory can make even the hardest exercise become easy. If you do push-ups, if you're like, I'm gonna do 100 push-ups a day, and then you get to the point where you've done 100 push-ups a day for a month, I mean, one, that's amazing, but your push-ups aren't going to be as effective anymore. Your muscles know what they're doing. Your body knows what you're doing. So it's great to do all these different kind of workouts, keep your body guessing, keep throwing new things at it, how you get your best results. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Please challenge somebody to this workout. You think you've got yourself an upper body boss in your mix? Challenge them. See how they do with this. So share these workouts, share my page, share these great messages. And as always, if you do wish to donate any funds for this class, this is the only payment I receive for these classes, so it is truly appreciated. Venmo at StrongStyleFit is where you'll find me. Guys, I'll see you in a few days. Until then, take care, rest those arms. Good luck washing your hair. I'll see you soon.